not speaking to what's true about what you want for your future. You're speaking to what's safe, guided by somebody who actually needs you to come back to them to make them safe.
Hey entrepreneurs, I have a very special treat for you. I'm sitting here with Jacqueline Nagle, who's an expert in sales for women in entrepreneurship. So here's Jacqueline. Hey, cool. So Jacqueline's never met me, but I know all about Jacqueline because I stalk famous speakers. so thank you so much for agreeing to do this. You said something really interesting while we were in this workshop today with another speaking guru. You said something really interesting about women's voices have diminished over the last few years during the pandemic. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Can you explain that to us a bit?
Yeah, look, it triggered for me at a lunch last year, and there were 12 women who were really high level in construction, and so really seasoned, experienced, and every one of them were brought to tears telling us about how they're getting more bullied and more harassed with the stress of COVID, with the construction industry, and that blew my mind.
Yeah,
and
wow.
Yeah, like really blew my mind. I was like, how, what? Like literally,
Yeah.
And they weren't new girls coming into the industry.
Existing people.
Existing
leaders.
There was leadership, they were seasoned, and they were all talking about it, and it was really emotional. And I walked out of there and I started looking around, and there's an increase in stress, which is actually allowing people to default to bad behaviours, and in that, women are losing their voice. So it's like we're regressing to pre-pandemic levels, and that's in workplace, that's in virtual worlds, that's in harassment, that's in domestic violence, that's in causes and movements, and I just, it's like they've lost their voice, or it's not lost their voice, but it's regressed.
Yeah, so we were talking about this before, and for those of you following me for a long time, you remember my drifters, shifters, and innovators, where the drifters just stuck their head in the sand, shifters flicked a switch, went online, and the innovators reimagined their business. And Jacqueline sort of has confirmed something that I've seen, which is we're regressing back to the olden days, and that's the drifters. And I just wonder if they're the ones that have the real power. You know.
I feel like they have the illusion of real power, because
that's good.
What they're saying is it's all scary, and we've had relentless change, and we're all getting fatigued, and how much more can we take? So it's kind of like the drifters, as you call them, or the regressionists, as I call them. They're kind of like putting their hands up and saying, "Hey, come here, you'll be comfortable and safe."
Yeah, okay,
right. And because there's so much change fatigue, and because there's so much fear and uncertainty, which is being fed by media, people are going, oh, okay, I'm not sure I want to go back there, but it looks like that's where we're going, and rather than actually, and in that, just that one decision alone means that so many people, male or female, lose their voice.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because you're actually not speaking to what's true about what you want for your future. You're speaking to what's safe, guided by somebody who actually needs you to come back to them to make them safe.
Yeah, of course. How would we address that? Like, what if you could offer this community of amazing thinkers, both male and female, if you could just give them one tip to help them find their voice?
Yeah. The biggest thing is to have a powerful external voice, you've got to have control of your internal voice. So we have 3 really powerful language-based exercises to take control of the inner critic.
Right.
And if you can actually lower the noise and the volume of that inner critic, your external voice becomes stronger.
And that would allow you to connect with allies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love the simplicity of that. Jacqueline, how does this amazing community of entrepreneurial thinkers get in touch with you?
The easiest way at the moment is actually via Jacqueline Nagle on LinkedIn.
Cool.
So Jacqueline Nagle 1.
Yep.
And my website, which is Any Given Tuesday.
Any Given Tuesday. I love that. Beautiful. Thanks so much, Jacqueline. I really appreciate your time, your energy, and your kindness, especially when you don't know who I am.
It's been fantastic sharing it.
Thank you so much. All right, entrepreneurs, take care. Whatever happens in business and in life, we wish you nothing but success. Bye.